You have to be realistic when going gray or salt and pepper.
Do it. Why not? Women can grow out this beautiful hair.
So, the other day I posted on my Instagram story. Take a look. You know what? I decided to accept it. I've decided to stop dyeing my hair. Meaning, what will I do? So after that, I got so many responses. Some were saying, what? I would never go gray. Others were telling me, no, you're not gonna last. You'll dye it again soon. And some were saying, woohoo, embrace it. Gray is beautiful. It had me thinking. And then I saw this clip.
Less attractive, not taking care of themselves. It's my damn hair. Whether I choose to dye it or I don't choose to dye it, that is up to me.
It really had me thinking, wow, really? Yeah, it makes sense. In today's society, there's a negative stigma for women that have gray hair. They're not attractive, they don't take care of themselves, etc. But for a man that goes gray, wow, he's considered hot and sexy. What a double standard, right? I made the decision to start asking around. I had this conversation with some women that I knew went gray at a younger age. They decided to not continue dyeing their hair. I was wondering how they felt and why they made that decision to intentionally not dye their hair.
Did you see that photo? Ugh, that's what happens when you dye your hair. That's what a fresh dye looks like. It does not look natural. That was taken after a few days of walking around with an obvious dye job. A few days later, what happened? Some gray hair began to emerge along my hairline. The roots were salt and pepper colored white hair. Initially, my hair looked good, but soon the roots started to grow in, and I was left with a choice: comply with society's expectations or just be myself. I clearly chose to be myself.
I want to let it grow naturally. I'm done with the constant dyeing. For many years, I've been passing through undetected by dyeing the top of my hair. How I decided to let it grow naturally? Well, my husband encouraged me to do it, and he's right. So I've been letting it grow naturally since then. Also, gray and silver hair is becoming popular these days. I approached my hairstylist and asked to have my dark hair dyed gray. Initially, they were reluctant, but gave it a try after some pleading. The result? It's been a success. See all this?
So, I wonder how they feel about society's perception regarding women and them looking old or not taking care of themselves.
One word: vanity. Wow, that word is a huge burden for women. The feminine role. They must comply with specific rules, maintain certain appearances, and adhere to certain weight limits, and dress or behave a certain way. History has shown that women have always had a submissive role to men. It's still a problem to this day. It's due to the media and magazines, among others. It's expected of women to look a certain way, and I think that's a huge problem.
Now, wondering, do you have any advice for those women out there that want to go gray, that don't want to continue dyeing their hair?
Be you, be real, and be ready. What being ready means is that you have to be ready to go gray, salt and peppered, or go with white hair. Women must be ready, or they will always have that internal conflict. When you feel that you're ready to shake off the norm, do it. Don't hesitate. The point is to embrace it. Love yourself and be natural.
Here are some tips on how to grow out your gray hair. You need a specific type of shampoo for your hair. It could be purple, blue, or non-colored shampoo. If you want your hair to have that purple or blue chrome look, the first 2 shampoos would be best. If you want no added effects, the third option would be best. Do it. Why not? Women can. It's beautiful growing your hair out the natural way.
Those are some good tips, right? Definitely some good things to think about. Personally, I think they look great. In the end, I say go with what makes you feel good about yourself. Who cares about what society thinks? What do you think? Would you go gray naturally? Or do you feel like you need to keep on dyeing? Let's talk.